You tell yourself, tomorrow I'll be more disciplined. Tomorrow comes and nothing changes. You try again, you push harder, and somehow discipline feels even more impossible. Here's the uncomfortable truth: discipline doesn't fail because you're weak, it fails because your brain resists pressure. And once you understand this, discipline stops feeling like punishment. Discipline sounds like control, but to the brain it feels like restriction, rules, schedules, pressure. Your brain interprets these as loss of freedom, and psychologically, loss of freedom creates resistance. So the moment you say, I must do this, your brain quietly pushes back. This is why discipline often collapses right after motivation fades. Most people try to build discipline by forcing behavior. But force activates stress. Stress narrows thinking. It increases avoidance. And it drains energy. That's why forced discipline never lasts. And this explains why consistency feels harder the longer you push. The enemy of discipline is not laziness, it's internal conflict. One part of you wants progress, another part wants safety. When these parts fight, discipline collapses. Notice the last time you failed discipline. Was it laziness or was it resistance? Discipline fails when the mind is divided. The brain accepts discipline only when it feels aligned. Aligned with identity, aligned with energy, aligned with clarity. When discipline feels like self-betrayal, the brain resists. When it feels like self-support, the brain cooperates. And this leads to a very different way to build discipline. Psychology shows this clearly. Discipline grows when friction is low, not when pressure is high. Here's what actually works. First, lower the standard. Consistency beats intensity. Second, tie discipline to identity. Not, I should do this, but this is who I am. Third, make failure safe. When failure feels safe, discipline survives. Discipline becomes easier when the brain doesn't feel threatened. Discipline is not about control, it's about cooperation with your own mind. When you stop fighting yourself, discipline stops feeling impossible. It becomes something you can actually sustain.